I said, believe it or not, too many kids love you to be reading stuff like this, and believe it or not, I said, Cardi, I love you. That was the hardest thing for me to say to her. But it's true.
Now, Tasha K and Cardi B has been going back and forth with this lawsuit and this beef for years. And we just might be seeing the beginning of the end of this thing. Is y'all ready to talk about it? Let's juice.
Come on, Blazer.
It's a beef for me.
Wow, 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 wow. For your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl Voodoo Doll TV, back with a quick little jokes or whatever the case may be. And I had logged into Twitter this morning. And I had saw that Tasha K was live last night. Now, I was asleep probably because I had to get up and go to work this morning. But I missed the live. However, I logged into Twitter and was getting the little videos of what had happened. And the first thing I saw after I clicked on Tasha K as trending, I saw Cardi B. Now, Cardi B was on there on the Twitter Spaces, and she basically had came out and was talking about how she's at a place right now where, you know, she's rethinking a lot of things as it pertains to Tasha K and other things. And I'm like, where did this come from? I know that recently, just really recently, she was talking about how she was like over it with Tasha and she was gonna find the money and all that stuff. But nevertheless, she was like, you know, I'm rethinking some things. So I was like, well, what happened? What had happened? So I went found Tasha K live or pieces of it. And let me get that up here. And Tasha K was speaking a heartfelt message about, I guess, reaching out to Cardi when Cardi was going through some things as it pertains to her going online saying that she wanted to unalive herself or whatever. And she said some really heartfelt things. And to me, it felt genuine. She also spoke about Nicki and how Nicki wanted her to sign an NDA and all these other things that kind of made me think what I've always thought, that Nicki could have been, you know, like the push behind Tasha K doing and saying a lot of things that she did and said in the past. Now, let me just say this. I do not think Tasha K is the type of person that can be influenced to do anything. I really don't. I think that Tasha K and Cardi B's beef was genuinely a beef that was between them. I think it was Tasha K's ego when she referred to that video that she was making, you know, making those alleged claims. She was basically standing on her square like, this is my platform. You're not about to come up in here and tell me what to do. And I believe that Cardi B genuinely was hurt by it and wanted it taken down. I believe that part is original. I believe it's theirs. It's not, it's organic. That's what it is. But I also believe that behind the scenes, she was speaking with Nicki Minaj. And I believe that maybe, I don't know if she was putting a battery in her back or egging her on like, yeah, girl, yeah. Or I know this, or I know that, I don't know. But I think that could be possible. But that's what Tasha K was kind of saying without saying it. She was just like, because I had to tell her, you know, y'all are kind of really the same people. But nevertheless, I don't want to speak too much on it. I'm going to let Tasha K get up here and say what Tasha K has to say. And then I'll come back and let y'all know how I feel about it. And then we'll get into Cardi B and what she said today. So let's get into Tasha K.
I don't give a fuck what you got, what you going through, right? I said this to her. I said, just in case you want to see, this is it. I said, she wrote, I wish I was dead. I just want to put a my head. Should I myself? This is a few days after her birthday. I remember what it was like to have that feeling come over me for my 40th birthday, realizing that everything that I worked for was probably a failure. And that's not why I started this platform. That's not me. My ego will get in the way and be like, you know, that's just all of us being the pettiness. But no. I said, hey, Cardi, if you put a your head, who is gonna teach me to be a better person? I said, please stop posting stuff like this. I'm gonna pay you. I said, FYI, I just can't afford the $4 million. I know the brand looks like I have $4 million. We do a very good job at that. But we're preparing for when we get the millions. And I'm glad that, a bankruptcy court is scrutinizing every single thing. Because I'm like, you know what? People don't need a finance lawyer. They need a bankruptcy lawyer, because a bankruptcy lawyer takes something that's destroyed and they rebuild it. It's like taking a house and teaching you how to build a house from the ground up. That's what this bankruptcy has done for me, was literally saved me from what athletes go through, what people in the entertainment industry go through, especially when we're talented. And all I truly want to do is be talented. But God blessed me with a husband that went to school for business, that understands the production value side of it. And he's worked very hard with these white men who have been doing this 30, 40 years since this bankruptcy to understand how our business is supposed to be ran, how it's supposed to be structured, and how are we supposed to sustain our business in the event we get sued or we lose. Because there's two parts of it. You got to pay to litigate. And if you lose, you got to pay that too. And then right now we got a team of less than 10, but what if I got 100 employees that are dependent on me and we make a mistake? We still got to be able to run our business as Black people and creating Black generational wealth. When I tell you that I am so glad that this happened, I said, if you put a in your head, Cardi, who the fuck is going to teach me to be a better person? I said, please stop posting stuff like this. I said, I'm gonna pay you. I just can't afford the $4 million. I don't have it. I know I look like I got it, but I don't have it. And your lawyers can dig and dig and dig and dig until they dig through the earth's crust. Please, we welcome that. But please know that is not on me. That's not on my expense. I don't pay for that. You do. And I don't know if they told you that. Okay? And I also said, too many kids love you to be reading stuff like this that you posting, saying that you want to put a in your head and you wish you yourself. I said, but believe it or not, Bel Khalees, and I really had to put my ego aside to say this, because when people don't like you, they don't watch you. They don't watch you. I have to watch people. I have to watch people to teach us about people. I said, believe it or not, too many kids love you to be reading stuff like this, and believe it or not, I said, Cardi, I love you. That was the hardest thing for me to say to her. But it's true. I said, for leveling me up mentally and teaching me how to not misuse the gift that God gave me that people thank me for.
So now that was her speaking to Cardi. And basically, I really felt that. I really believe that what those words she sent to Cardi were true. I believe that's her genuine feelings. I believe that sometimes hindsight is 20/20, and you get to see things in your past and you be like, yo, I was stupid for that, or I was wrong for this. Especially when somebody is threatening to unalive themselves. It can bring a different type of perspective to somebody you would deem as your worst enemy. That's just what I believe. But let's get into what she said her conversation was between her and Nicki. Now, this is where it gets a little sticky. Let's get into it.
And she was like, what? I said, you are the same. But the difference is I'm giving you grace and I hold her accountable, but you're older. And the reason why I didn't sign the NDA that she wanted me to sign was because I said, if I sign an NDA for you, and this is before we went to trial, me and Cardi, I said, if I sign this lifelong tight till death do us part, even after life NDA, I might as well not go to court with Cardi. So it's like y'all, they are truly the same, and they have good traits that make people excited, right? They get their brands excited, but one who's experienced is not sharing her wisdom with someone who's young and up and coming. And I know that's hard for her because of how the industry tore her down. But Nicki truly has the tools and the resources to help pull this young lady up. And even if she helped to pull her up, it's not gonna pull Nicki the fuck down. No, nobody has a catalog like Nicki. I'm talking about character. That's why when you, and for a lot of people that don't understand, because a lot of people don't really, they use surface level, and that's okay. That's why there are people like me in these positions to help you to understand that it's deeper than just surface level. Energy meets energy. Energy is attracted to energy. That's why negative and a positive can never exist together. It's like holding a battery, right? And you got the red and you got the black. You put it together, right? But then when energies connect, you can have a positive and a positive that can connect. And you can have a negative and a negative that can connect, right? The reason why these two, and the reason why we are at odds, right, is because our energies are the same. They connect. That's why we're tied like that. That's why the energy is so fucking like, it shuts down the internet with bullshit. But if we weren't supposed to be connected, we wouldn't be able to exist together. We wouldn't even be able to talk, tweet, to get it, receive it. When something is not for you, you don't receive it. Listen to what the fuck I'm saying right now. Listen to what the fuck I'm saying. The energies have to match in order for it to flow and give life and continue to grow.
So now you guys heard what her conversation was with Nicki, and I went on Twitter, and I'm not going to post the screenshots because it was just like split down the middle. Obviously, it's a fan base thing, right? So Nicki's fans were just like, oh, I knew you should have trusted her, da 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 da. Cardi's fans is mad at Cardi because they feel like, oh my God, you letting this woman snake you. Let me just say this. I feel like this is why I will never be a fan of nobody. I will never be team nobody. And this is not in reference to Tasha. This is in reference to me. Because what happens is when you're a fan of somebody, it clouds your judgment and you don't receive because all you know is this thing, this person. That's all you know. And it's scary when you're on the outside watching and you look at the people who are fandoms of other people who are literally worshiping other people. Because whether you want to believe it or not, when y'all are fans of these people the way that y'all are in 2023, y'all are worshiping these people. Let me say that. Y'all may not want to admit it out loud, and you may say I'm crazy, but I know what I'm looking at. I'm looking at worship to another person. That's what I'm looking at. And I felt the frustration at the end of Tasha's doggone, video on this last clip because she's like, I'm trying to talk to y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all energies connect. And she's absolutely right. A negative and a positive energy will never connect. And this is in real life. Because if you're always negative and I'm always positive, I don't want you in my space. I need you far away from there or far away from me. But if you're positive and I'm always positive, we're going to be the best of friends. Same as negative. If you're negative and I'm always negative, we're gonna gel, we're gonna mesh. Now I don't know which way she was going with that as it pertains to Cardi and Nicki, because I'm not sure if she meant that they both have the same energy or both have opposite energy. I do not know. But what I will say is I think she was pretty accurate in the fact of saying that they both the same. But I also appreciated her saying, yo, like you having the wisdom and the knowledge that you have, you really could have reached down and helped a lot of girls, but you didn't. And listen, I used to love Nicki. When Nicki first came out, I loved her. You know what I mean? And it's not that I don't love her music now. It's just the fact that I don't like the drama that she's in. I think that she don't even realize who she is sometimes. And she stoops down too low to deal with the peasants. Same with Cardi. I get it. They are the same. But I just feel like with Nicki, I think that if she had reached down and helped a lot of girls, when she first was coming up or when she first made it, I think that would have really changed the trajectory of her career as far as her, you know what I mean? What's going on with her now? Because now you have a complete split fan base for women. And it's just like, I thought we were all on this women empowerment, protect black women. But I know all y'all be fake with that bullshit. But neither here nor there. I will agree with this because I'm all over the place. I think that the industry tore Nicki Minaj down. I was there. I witnessed it. I was an adult watching this. So I wasn't a child. I remember this. The industry did tear Nicki down. And I think it has made Nicki feel a way, which it would make me as well. If I put so much into an industry and it tore me down like that, I would feel the exact same way. I ain't even gonna lie. And I would probably react the same way. But I feel like the one thing she said that really stuck out to me and made me feel like, okay, Tasha really is wiser than she thinks, was when she said, pulling somebody up does not mean it's gonna pull you down. Let me say that again. She said, pulling her up won't pull you down. What does that mean and how does that manifest? I could give y'all my example. So I got a job and it's black people over me. And do you know that black people will not pull up another black person for fear that it would jeopardize them? Even if you know for a fact it won't. There's an underlying subconscious fear for black people and all across the diaspora. Especially when we're in the midst of a clear person's company or a clear person's world. If we finally made it up, we really have this subconscious fear that if I pull up another black person, it's going to somehow negatively affect me. And I see that in corporate America. I see that in music industry, in the entertainment industry. I see that in regular life. I see that at the groceries. I see it everywhere, girl. And I'm just sitting here saying, well, damn, like, I get it. I get why we think like this because we've been deprived of a lot. And I get that. But when are we going, as black people, break the cycle? And I'm not talking about Cardi because Cardi not black, but I'm just talking about black people in the diaspora. That's what I'm talking about. I don't know. I would say the common interest that her and Cardi have, Nicki and Cardi, is the fact that they are in the industry. And maybe Nicki felt like she not black and she around here saying nigga, 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 nigga. So fuck her. I'm not going to pull her up. And if she did, she have every right to do that. I get that. But what about the other black girls before her? You see what I'm saying? So I don't know. That's why I feel like that's a little different. Now let's get into Cardi. So now Cardi B goes into Twitter Spaces earlier today, I guess it was, and she had some things to say. Now Cardi B, I've been following her since like right at Love and Hip Hop. I think that's where I found her, on Love and Hip Hop. I will say this, I've always thought that Cardi B put on a hard exterior, but I felt like whenever Cardi logs out, she's not that hard person. And the reason I say that is because she's very emotional when it comes to her listening to what people have to say about her. And people who worry a lot about what other people have to say about them, they are typically good people because they want to look good in the other person's eye. That's what I think. I don't know. I still don't agree with her using the nigga word. Will never agree with that. If you ask me, I think she should stop using the word because she ain't nigga. But that's neither here nor there. That's not the conversation we having. The conversation we having is Cardi B really has a softer heart than most people think. But anyway, I'm talking too much. Let's get into Cardi and what she had to say on Twitter Spaces to her fans. And I'll come back for final commentary.
It make me happy. Friends always tell me this. They say that I am the toughest, weakest bitch. But my heart is very big. And I'm not going to make decisions right away about things. I'm not going to make decisions right away because I got burnt so many times in life. I don't want to talk to my friends because my friends are looking at me like, bitch, don't you fucking ever. I'm not going to talk to my husband because my husband is calling me up. And I'm not going to talk to my fans because I know that y'all don't play about me. But I'm going to talk to my mom. I'm going to talk to my mom tomorrow. Because, let me tell you something. I could tell when somebody is depressed. I could tell when somebody is going through some shit. And I could tell when somebody just feel like they don't have nobody to talk to. Surprisingly, it doesn't make me happy. I don't want to make wrong decisions. That's why I just want to talk to my mom tomorrow. I want to talk to my mom. I want to talk to my lawyers. But stop hurting people. Stop hurting people. Take a breather. Think. And I'm not telling y'all this because like I said, don't think that I'm like this type of person that is like, oh, she's so nice, like Cardi's such a nice person. Cause bitch, I could get real fucking nasty.
So y'all just heard that, and I think Cardi is making a good decision. Y'all don't know that probably ate that girl up at night. Not only being hurt by Tasha lying on her, but also having to go back and forth with all of this. Like y'all don't know what people go through when they get off a live. See, all we get from these people, these celebrities, is what they put out there. We don't know what happens when they in live. When they in the live, we don't know what's going on. And I believe that it's the best thing for her to do is to talk to her mama, because everybody has already picked a side. Everybody is Team Cardi. So you're not going to get an unbiased response from these people, from her husband, from her fans, from her friends, because they like, fuck Tasha, as they should be. I don't have an issue with that. However, I feel like talking to her mama as a mother and asking her advice, I think that would be dope. And I think that even if the mama would say, you know, at the end of the day, wooty wooty wham wham, but still go through with it, it is what it is. But I think when she speaks to her mother from a mother standpoint, I think that it will actually work out for the better for her. I do. I really do. I think that it will actually be good for her, and she'll get a better response and conversation from her mama than the fans who over there saying fuck Tasha K, or her husband who's saying you this, you that, or her friends who saying bitch, I wish you would. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to the friends and the fans, because if I ain't gonna say the fans because y'all don't know her, but the friends and the husband, if it was my husband or my wife and my friend, bitch, it's up, bitch, forever. How she be saying, bitch, we got beef forever. So I get it. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I understand her, again, wanting an unbiased response as to how to move forward. And I'm here for it. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, girl, the internet is going to blaze because they can't believe that Cardi B is even considering rethinking all the stuff that happened. But I think that shows either growth or who Cardi really is on the inside. And I believe that's who she is on the inside, because y'all gotta understand, I like both of them. I like Nicki. I like all three of them, sorry. I like Nicki, I like Tasha K, and I like Cardi. So, I mean, at the end of the day, I don't have a dog in the fight, but ultimately, I feel like she's doing the right thing. That's just my opinion. But what y'all think about it, girl? Do y'all think that Cardi is tripping talking about reconsidering this stuff with Tasha K? And do y'all think Tasha K has learned the lesson? And do you think her live was genuine as far as her feelings and thoughts about everything going on with Cardi and even herself? And do y'all think she learned the lesson? That's the question. And what y'all think about this whole Nicki thing? I know, shout out to the Barbs. Y'all be saying I don't like Nicki. And that is the furthest thing from the truth. Hell, the reason my daughter is a Barb is because I introduced her to Nicki when she was a child. Stop acting crazy. I'm just playing. But I love the Barbs. I love everybody. But for real, no, y'all drop down in the comments and let me know what y'all think about all this. This is a no-hate zone. I don't hate Nicki. I don't hate Cardi. I don't hate Tasha. I think all of the three women should win, and I think they should all do well and prosper. But what y'all think about it? Drop down in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Follow me on all platforms, Twitch and Rumble, mind you. And I will see y'all hoes later. Bye.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.